Go live.
We are live.
There we go. With Sick Uncle Stan. There we go. And I'm going to tell you what, my eyes are so bad, I can't read that shit. It's better that I can't read this shit because I don't know what I'm signing. I don't know what I'm clocking into. All I know is I have the Cybermonk here to assist me. And
Got one person watching.
who is this
Oh,
one
shit,
person?
we keep losing this.
Let me acknowledge this one person. What is his name?
Are we?
That would be nice. If not, it's just going to be. It's not Busta Hyman. That's you. You stole that from me. Stanley's escapades. I wanted to be the Jewish rapper, Busta Hyman. Yes, sir. I am fondling myself as we speak. I'm just playing. Come on now. This is not Howard Stern. And it's not Stern Howard, because Stern is not very stern, and he's just a Howard. I don't know what they'd arrest me on. I'm about to step into the wardrobe over
Are
there.
we live? Can anybody hear us? No. This
Speak.
is. Fuck.
Wow.
Okay, it says we're live.
We are live. Please respond if you can hear my voice.
Oh, Alaskan Bachelor, how you doing? buddy?
Hey, what's up, Anchorage? Or is it Nome? Where's he from?
Fuck, I forgot, man.
Well, hell, you're the guy playing with the controls.
Yeah, cool. He can hear us, man.
Where's he from?
I don't know. Shit.
I can hear you guys. Of what part of the great state of Alaska are you from? Please respond.
He told me I'm high, so fuck.
Well, no, we're all buzzed. I'm buzzed too.
Anchorage, yeah.
Anchorage, hey, no earthquakes lately, I hear you. But you know, it was colder in Birmingham the other day than it was in Anchorage.
Okay.
What?
Tell us a story.
Well, no. Let him ask.
Okay.
Tell me a story, Sick Uncle Stan.
Okay, what subject do you want to hear?
What kind of, yeah, wait a minute. I got this. What kind of sick subject would you like Uncle Stan to relate to you from a story over, let me see. Let's see, I'm 62 tomorrow. Over the past 50 years, I've got 50 years of really sick humanitarian stories that would make you cringe or go out and kill your neighbor's dog. Although I don't recommend killing your neighbor's dog unless it's really edible. And then if it is edible, we're going to come up and share. Because I've got carrots and taters and onions. We'll have a roast.
Talking about eating a goddamn dog, man.
Well, no, the Koreans do, don't they?
You ain't fucking Korean.
No, I'm not Korean. Me no Korean. Alaskan Bachelor. Pick a story. Let's see if I can get it right.
Yeah, somebody give them a subject.
Somebody give me a weird subject before I go into the other room and get even more weirder. That's pretty good, isn't it? I mean, how weird can you get? Well, no, I'm going to go into orbit. I'm going to do the spacewalk with them two babes up there. In fact, I may testify before Adam Schiff, and that is the biggest crock of bullshit I've ever seen.
So you definitely don't agree with the impeachment proceedings.
What impeachment? He didn't do anything. I mean, what? He's a partial owner in the USFL?
Is he really?
He was. He had the New York Generals and New Jersey Generals.
Yeah, but that was back in the day.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, Cliff Stout was a Birmingham Stallion, and some other guy. He was a huge turd as the punter. I want to say his name was Mason or something, but
Alaskan Bachelor. He has a subject. Have you ever been arrested?
yes, repeatedly,
Okay.
3 different times. You want to know what for?
Yes, sir.
Put that on there.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what for.
I've
That's
been
the point of
arrested.
the
Let me
story.
see. One time was a possibility of drugs. The second time was, the drugs was in the 70s. Tough shit.
What happened? Well, you beat the case?
Oh, hell, I beat the case like, feathers out of a pillowcase. Now, the other time I was arrested, it was for menacing and assault. That didn't stick. But the one that really stuck was when the guy grazed me with his car, knocked me down to the ground, and I jacked a 45 shell into a 45 caliber pistol, a Norinco 1911 A1 replica, and it bounced off the pavement because I missed the tire, went in through the undercarriage, and lodged into the buttocks of a damn crack smoking teenager hippie who didn't even have the right to drive the car. I heard this on the scanner and I thought to myself, Jesus Christ, what have I done? This guy's got a bullet in his ass, and it was not a hollow point. It was ball ammo, because I believe in ball ammo. I mean, that'll really screw you up. But that really changed my life, because ex-wife number 2 thought I was going to prison for years. She wanted a divorce. And you know what?
Says you for richer or poor, my ass.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, but I got out of that. I paid the damn lawyer money from silver that I had saved. And I'm going to tell you what, don't let it go no further. I'll find out. The lieutenant governor of Alabama, Mr. Siegelman, and I shared the same lawyer. Where did Siegelman go? He went to prison. I didn't. I signed a paper becoming a convicted felon, but I've owned property. We're in a brick house I own. I own vehicles. And wow, what does hard work get you? Nothing. But saving your silver will pay for an attorney who looked just like David Cromwell Johnson looked just like that movie actor. What was that?
Well, goddamn, narrow it down.
No. Wait a minute. Dennis Hopper. He was a spitting image of Dennis Hopper. I told him that too. I said, damn, man, you look like Dennis Hopper. You ought to be riding a chopper. He says, no. But about a year after all that shit happened, he died. Siegelman went to prison. I just signed a paper, said, I'm a convicted felon. So my vote don't count in this town because I'm a little bit too white. I'm not racist. Don't get me wrong. Cybermonk and I are the only Caucasians on this street. Other than that, we hear roosters crowing and cats fucking on my front porch, and we hear pit bulls at night barking at who knows what. It could be coyotes or a female dog looking for scraps out of a garbage. But we are the last holdouts in Fort Inglenook. And I'm going to tell you what, we're the nicest guys you have ever met. We are really nice. I mean, we
Who
don't
the
give.
fuck you telling that lie?
No, we don't give to charities around here. I mean, look, the guy with the piece of cardboard at the street corner, I want to give him a magic marker and help him spell. That way he may get a couple of coins more. But, oh dear God, please, don't bug me with bad grammar. I'm not the grammar Nazi, but,
Okay, I got a video.
what? Do it. Do a video.
Let me pull.
Let me go in here and refresh my drug abuse.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll pull this video up.
Well, I want to see the video too.
I forgot what the fuck I was doing.
What was it? It wasn't me, was it?
What
is it?
Oh, you're Brad Grammar. Yeah.
Oh, the grammar Nazi. I am the grammar Nazi. Do it now.
Let's see.
But I would tell you what else I like. I like Darth Vader. And I'm tell you what, Cybermonk over here is Darth Vader because, Luke, I am your father. But other than that, I'm just Dr. Strangelove. Okay, what do we got here? It looks like people in politics. Finn McKay. Who is this guy? I'm going to tell you what, that who's the skinny singer that's drawing all the attention? That skinny singer, the blonde.
Yeah, the cokehead.
No, what's her face? Can't think of her damn name, what was it? The what you call it awards where the kids watch. And I think Pokemon's going to win. Wait a minute. Whoa. What was that? I saw Flash. Oh, you went on by.
Trying to find this badass.
Dirty
shit.
Uncle Stanley thought he saw some knobs. And it wasn't tuning knobs either. What is that woman who is like the singer who they won't let her get her old...
What the fuck is wrong with this?
Wait a minute. You're going too fast. Uncle Stanley's getting dizzy. Wait a minute, what's this now? Please. Do I have to use the Braille menu? You know what I've noticed, guys?
Because I put it on...
Am I still live?
Yeah.
Okay. I go to a fast food restaurant in Birmingham. A Burger King, McDonald's, whatever. They have a Braille menu for people in the drive-thru. Tell me this. How in the fuck did you get to the drive-thru if you got to read Braille? Please. I don't get it.
Okay, look at this title right
What
here.
is it?
Right here.
Okay, whatever. Let's go with it. We're not going to say what it is.
Why do feminists...
No. Don't let it go. Just put the video on. We're not taking sides, and we're not taking donations.
So you got a fucking warning right there.
Okay, we got a warning. Now, if you want to make
Hold on.
some...
Put
Oh,
your
my
shit up.
God, no!
Put it on.
I don't need that. I don't need a headphone. My God. Oh, my God. That looks like what's-her-face that died in my truck. Oh, she farted.
Yes.
Or either when she spread her cheeks, the gas released. I don't know. My God. I am just about sickened, but you know what? Nothing can sicken me.
Alaskan Bachelor wants you to talk about Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus?
Yeah.
What is there to talk about? I'm trying to think of that damn Canadian singer who couldn't get the rights to her songs because they were purchased by somebody. Who is that skinny bitch? I can't think of her name. She's too skinny.
You talking about that whore that comes on the Amazon commercial?
No. Who?
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. There we go. I mean, okay. She has put her finger down her throat Well, why not her foot up to her kneecap? I mean, my God, has that woman drained every bit of protein and liquids from her body? Oh, dear God, please. I'm not the Joan Rivers of the male kingdom, but I'm going to tell you what. If that woman was naked in front of me, I could blow and make her disappear, like blowing out candles. Whew, there she goes. I mean, give me a little bit of meat.
You like a meaty woman.
Not that meaty. I don't want to carve the rib roast. I want something that can insulate the membranes from the bones.
Oh, so you gonna put it on her, dude?
No. It's just like we both have to be hungry. Because when you're at my age, yes, happy birthday, sick Uncle Stanley, because I'll be 62 tomorrow, and 30 years have gone by, and I've not been that happy. But if it was 30 years ago, point at it, and I'll put it in it. Just ask my next door neighbor when I was living in south of Birmingham. It's a nice summery night. I heard the motor. No, you know this story. I heard the motor running. My neighbor had her vibrator going. I could hear it. I told her I couldn't sleep.
After this story,
fixed it. We fixed that.
I gotta ask you a question.
She didn't need her vibrator anymore. Now ask me a question.
You said you were 62, right?
I'm 62 as of a few hours from now. I'll be an old fuck.
All right.
Yes.
My question is,
ask.
What advice would you give a young man these days just starting out that they could benefit from your wisdom and life experience?
Well, I'm sorry, guys. Back in my days of growing up, penicillin was the cure-all. Nowadays, you're up shit creek. So you better use protection. And hopefully you can fill up their protection. But my God, it's just, I was there for the glory days. Darth Vader, Cybermonk, is over here taking the lightsaber to the eyeball. Are you going to be better? Yes. Hallelujah. God didn't save him, but DRUGS did. And that's what's wrong with us. We don't have good drugs nowadays. Everything with an alphabetized label is not good. In the 60s and the 70s, you had 3 main letters. They were good. But somebody lost the recipe. It's like MacArthur Park in the dark.
So you're saying you were pretty much a hippie back in those days?
No, I wasn't a hippie. I was a jock. But I was a semi-jock. But one of the cool guys. I could outdo the jocks, but I could outcool them. Okay. I had, like, friends and connections.
You told me
I had places to go.
You were the class president.
I was a senior class president and also, unfortunately, valedictorian. If I haven't discovered, wait a minute, let me rephrase it. If I had not discovered some really good stuff in my senior year, I'd been a valedictorian also instead of the class president. But me and my campaign manager in the last months of our junior year had one hell of a campaign, and we won. And my buddy Terry, he's dead. Such an energetic person who joined the Air Force. I don't think he flew, but he's dead. He's a pretty cool guy. He's in my yearbook. And we had some tiffs, and I even backed him up with some tips, but it was somebody I've only known for 2 years before. And connections were lost. But, oh, he had a cute sister, but I never did anything because I didn't feel like helping her with 5th grade homework. But, it's below my age level. But anyway, ask again before I start elaborating on bullshit. Ask away. I've got glasses on. I can't even read the screen. Miley Cyrus, I'm sorry. The question, Miley Cyrus. She got about 2 pounds in each butt cheek. I would spread them butt cheeks open and play bar mitzvah tunes up her ass. And I think she would bend over and play the bonophone. I think she would. It's not bad. Nothing against Billy Ray Cyrus or whatever his name is. But her, Paula Deen, the Wrecking Ball, the turkeys, and the butter. More butter, please? Come on. That's too much. I'm flashing back to old Facebook days because all that shit was sent to me from my, screening for my comedy groups. And the Butterball made it. And even Paula Deen made it. Mo butter, please? But Miley Cyrus, I think Miley Cyrus would have to show me something before I let her feel something. But, it would be fun.
I think you better inspect it.
No, I would inspect it, but she would be fun to lay there and fondle. I'd make her wash her hands.
Put a goddamn miner's helmet on.
Oh, hell no. She'd have to have one of those LED lights on a ball cap or something.
Good idea. Damn good idea.
But, if I gaped her open and saw something in her, like, just something foreign, I would like...
Foreign object.
What would be foreign to her? Is anything foreign to Miley Cyrus's openings? I don't think so. Even Conecuh sausage, she would go down on it and try to suck out the sage.
That's a very vivid description.
But yeah.
Have you been thinking about that for a while?
No, but Sailor Swift, my God, I would like to feed her a meal, let her regurgitate it in the bathroom while I have her bent over the toilet, jamming at home.
Ooh,
that would help her pump it out. But Taylor Swift, that's too thin. I'm old school. I like patchouli.
How about Linda Carter?
Oh,
she got the exact kind of body build you like.
She would whoop my ass and I'd let her. But I'm telling you, our local news girls here in Birmingham, that would be okay. But the one that I'm really is just like the CBS girl from the 80s. Can't think of her name, but she was doing CBS. Oh, man, God, I had her name. I met a very nice lady from Moss Point, Louisiana, and they were exact twins. And I was just like, oh, dear God. What was her name? I told you that once before. It's not our local girl on CBS Sports, but this was one of the first ones back when Turkey Leg and Pat Summerall were doing the shows. This girl, we were living in Houston about a block apart. We would go to the Rockets games, especially in the playoffs, to watch Bird versus Murphy and Reed and Moses Malone. And we still lost, but my God, what a beautiful girl. And that wasn't my first taste of chocolate, because chocolate never broke me out. My nephew would tell you that shit. I made him faint. When I come walking out of the house one day, he looked at me and he said, "Oh my God." Yes, I had an oh my Godder. And my nephew was a teenage black guy, and he looked at that shit and he said, "Oh my God, you know you rung some bells." But I mean, it's just, that's the old days. It doesn't count like nowadays. Hell, I'd be glad to rip off some of the pins off of an old bitch in a nursing home and bend her over and have her fluids go everywhere in the floor and have some goddamn orderly mop it up.
Oh, shit.
Plus mine. If I were lucky enough to give her fluids, they'd be in the floor with hers. But I mean, it's just like, come here, honey. Let me rip the pins off your ass. While Uncle Stanley jams it home. And I love Negan from The Walking Dead. We got to shut this shit down. Yes, we do. There's women in this town that I'm happen to be stuck in, unfortunately. I should have been in the country, in a cave or a tent city, and see, you would have been happier there too. But no, we are the only Caucasians left on the street that speak English. Nothing wrong with that. We got great neighbors, but we have one named Kool-Aid or Harambe. No, I will let it out. Nobody knows this guy except us. I don't care. But, I mean, when you take parts off of a car and you throw them in my yard, what's that called?
So get that shit out of my
No,
yard.
it's littering. He has no respect and for anyone around him. But you know what the thing about it is? I got him by 10 or 12, maybe 15 years. He's walking around on a crutch because he couldn't afford to. Meanwhile, I'll be 62 at midnight. I don't need a crutch. All I need is somebody to point me the way. I'll be there. But I'm old school. I've had some shitty jobs. And so has this man next to me. That's why he stays in this domain with me. We've had some shitty jobs. And the cyber monk, he's a stand-up guy. And me, I'll stand up with a walker with some tennis balls. Please, send them to me. I don't have a GoFundMe page. It's just like, it's a go fuck me page. This city is really screwing over everybody. This city is $1 billion in debt over the water.
Now that's just the water department.
That's just the water and sewer. They want us to pay for it. Here goes a rate increase.
How in the fuck do you get $1 billion?
No,
I mean,
wait a minute.
Should have said,
no,
hey,
I'm going to tell you what. Larry Langford and those people from Clownland or whatever it was after on 5920 south of Birmingham had somebody build a $4 billion hole out there on 280 West. There's a $4 billion hole, and guess what's in it? Nothing. So we're still paying for that $4 billion mistake. Meanwhile, we've got pipes that are our drinking water and bathing water are flowing through in this town that are more than a century old. No, I don't have lead in my pipes. I'd like Simply lemonade and Dasani. I don't know about you. You drank the other stuff. But the water tastes good. But I'm going to tell you what.
It's got some shit in it.
No, they're probably putting shit in it to make you drink more. It's like, oh, God, this is good tasting water. Well, who knows?
Minerals and zinc
Who knows? It could have damn refuse. It could have, like you were talking about, straw particles that are killing off the fucking sea turtles.
Now,
this may be sea turtled flavored water. I don't know it.
How do they get the goddamn straw in their nose?
They're really jonesing. Those turtles are jonesing. They want a straw in their nose because they want to snort some white sand from the beautiful Gulf beaches of Alabama. And that shit is so white, it makes you think you're doing something that Tony Montana sold you. Hey, let me tell you something, Holmes. In this country, you got to make all the money you can, or else you ain't shit. That's Tony Montana. But, I mean, it don't look the same. And I wouldn't want to snort sand. And those days of that shit are like 40 years behind me. I mean, snort what? A booger? A loogie? How about a clod of lint in your sleep one night? You what was that? I don't know, but I just swallowed it. I'll go back to sleep. The alarm goes off in 4 hours. Enjoy it. Yeah, I like drinking coffee before I go to work.
This nigga makes the best coffee.
Who, me?
You.
Oh, hell no. I'm going to tell you what, it ain't that woman on the Folgers commercial. What, Miss Olson? Mm-hmm. No. When you drink coffee, let me explain you guys something about coffee. You drink coffee. No cream, no sugar. But you want coffee. You make it just right so you can taste coffee. Homer over here, he likes a little bit of the dairy creamer in his. He is ruining a good cup of coffee. But, I mean, still, it's a good cup of coffee, ain't it? It is. But don't let me mix drinks. I will mix up anything to put that coffee on the back road till daylight. Then you're going to have to sober up and drive home. I don't know about a pink Cadillac. I mean, somebody from Mary Kay could make you a pink Cadillac. But I will make you a goddamn Singapore Sling and some of the best straight shots of tequila. How can you mess up a straight shot of tequila? Hell, I can put it in there. Drink it. But when it comes to bourbon and 7, boom, I'm the king. Oh, Singapore Slings, oh my God. Excellent.
What all goes in a Singapore Sling?
You gotta have, who asked that shit?
No, I'm asking.
Oh, really good gin, preferably Beef Eater's gin. You know, with the beef eater on the label. You know, the English guard. It's looking after
England.
Yeah, you know, he's looking after the Queen. Okay, a little bit of cherry brandy, if you can find cherry brandy.
Is there any particular brand?
No, just as long as you can find cherry brandy, you're good. Right. A dash of sweet and sour, just a dash for color. Then an orange and a cherry garnish on a long swizzle stick. Orange thin, this and that on the swizzle stick. Then, now if you go to a bar, you're going to get cherry mist. They don't know nothing about cherry brandy, but you got to have good cherry brandy. And the sweet and sour. And that's it. Shake it up, pour it over ice. Take it. 3 of those, you're going to be naked, either with someone or by yourself. That is a really good drink. And I used to drink those when I was a teenager because I'd put the mascara shit in my mustache at T.P. Crockmeyer's in Eastwood Mall at Birmingham at the bowling alley. And I was taking my Burger King money and getting snockered without my Burger King manager, who was like, you know, taking all kinds of samples from my body. She told my mother, I'm pregnant with Stanley's child. You know what my mother told her?
What?
That's statutory rape. Because she was 26 and I was 16. But, you know, Mom ended the fun. There was nothing like a woman paying your way when you were a kid. Ain't gonna do anything.
You were slamming this.
Oh my God. Nobody else at work wanted to do it. I got her in the freezer with the yumbos.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
So you took one for the team. Huh?
No, I did not. I stepped ahead of the team.
Well, you just said nobody did want to do it.
They were afraid of her.
Oh, okay, I got you.
They thought she had sideburns. It's just a little bit of facial hair. Other than that, she didn't let a drop hit the damn floor.
She had a beard, man.
No, she did not have a beard.
Well, she had them big chops.
No, she didn't have a chop. She had a little bit of, right here by the ears. And I'm like, okay, she's from Arkansas, Sioux. But, she had the rounded buttocks, like a couple of really good, hams, ready for Christmas. But that woman.
Oh, she had big boobs or what?
No, they were okay. A couple of hairs on them here and there. I removed them. But I'm going to tell you what. She was. No. She was so gratified about that shit.
About plucking the hair off the nipple?
No, hell no. I'll let it grow.
You a nasty motherfucker.
No, I'm not. She was nasty. Her cat clawed me up one morning. I'm laying there naked in bed with her. And I felt this tremendous sensation. But it was like sandpaper on my penis. And it was the cat. I went, oh! The cat dug its claws into me, almost drew blood, and jumped. She woke up and she said, oh, I'll just have to kiss it and make it better. And by God, she did. And just like, you're a teenager. You're getting drained of your vital bodily fluids by a woman who's 10 years older than you. You don't say shit. You let it happen because there's never been a sensation like that.
You're a motherfucking sex
addict. Yes, I am. And she turned me into one, along with my sister's buddies. It's just like, sister's like, oh, here's my brother. Open the door, close the door, go away. There's someone standing in my bed naked. I'm next. Yeah, sure. Hell, come on. I would, yeah, hell yeah. No problem. But like I told you, me and What's-Her-Face, we'd be playing cards with the rest of the family. She'd play toesies with my damn, onesie.
You got any dying sex addicts?
And I would have to hold on to that thing and go to the bathroom to relieve the pressures of orgasmic fluids. And it's like I didn't know what that was. But it sure made a mess. But I think everybody knew what was going on because she had that little smile on her face. See, she and I used to play hide and seek in the backyard of some old woman's place. And, yeah. We got familiar. But then, when she knew what was going on, she saw that wet patch coming back. She said, oh, I know I did good.
Now, that old woman yard, that wasn't buddies on her, was it?
No.
Tell the story about buddies.
No, that was the woman. We'd play hide and seek. Nobody could find us. Me and Miss Kim, I'll let you know part of her name, Kim. I loved her to death. We would play hide and seek. All of us, about maybe a dozen kids. Nobody would find us. We're in Miss Whatchamacallit's backyard doing the exploratory, and there were puddles. But this bitch was so cheap. In the 60s, when you knocked on her door and said trick or treat, she would open the Wrigley's chewing gum, double mint, juicy fruit, don't matter, and give you one stick out of a 5-pack. You know what happened to that bitch's yard. And the porch, yeah. We put the burning sack of dog shit on her porch, knocked on the door and run. She comes out and stomps it. So, she was knee deep in dog shit, cat shit, whatever shit we could find in that field. Anyway, Buddy the boxer. Oh my God. Okay. a cyber monk wanted me to bring this forth. And if any of you are animal lovers, please go to another channel. Remember, I was about 10 or 11 years old when this happened. And it was a Daisy BB gun. Okay, Daisy BB gun. Looked like the old pump shotgun. And this is in the late 60s. Now, all you animal lovers, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to get the fuck out of here. Now.
Well, I'm an animal lover, motherfucker.
I'm sorry. You just know about Buddy. You weren't there. You did not see that dog's expression. Or even my expression when I got the shit beat out of me by my daddy. Okay. Anyway, this lady up the road, 200 yards, she's calling for her dog. Buddy! Buddy is a boxer. I'm not a boxer. I'm a wrestler. But Buddy has the biggest testicles I've ever seen on any animal. They're as big as avocados. And you put avocados on a boxer, it makes like Maurice the Bull, like second in line. Okay, Buddy's out there in the field in front of our house. This is in the middle of a rural, R-U-R-A-L, rural Alabama. I'm not going to say where. It's on the outskirts of Birmingham. That's good enough. I have my Daisy pump BB gun that looks like a pump shotgun. Single shot. There goes that woman again. Buddy! I mean, even my mother would be in the woods at sometimes out there doing shit behind a shed. And my mother would go like, what? The woman thought the dog was talking to her. Not on this day. I jacked one in the hole. There's Buddy, about 50 to 100 feet in front of me. I took aim on his testicles. And guess what?
What?
Boom, I got one. That dog wished he hadn't had those. He was bucking like a bull and shit. He was going nuts.
If I shoot
And no, it wouldn't affect me. No, I mean, if I got shot in the testicles, big deal. Good luck, find one. Anyway, the dog ran home to mommy. Not the real mommy, because the real mommy worked with my dad. And she shaved. She was the really first tranny we've ever seen in that small town in Alabama. I wouldn't mention her name and her last name. I still remember it. But she always wanted to babysit me and my sister.
She was a perv, man.
Oh, no, more than that. She knew what she was doing. She was wanting to train my sister. She didn't care about brother. Oh, I got one of those growing myself. Well, I didn't know it. But you know what? She might have had a bigger one than me. And back in them days, that was good. But nowadays, hey, don't worry about it. But anyway, Buddy was hit in the testicles by a Daisy pump shotgun looking like BB gun. I couldn't have made a better shot. That dog.
Could you describe the expression on his face?
I don't know.
Okay.
He was too fast, but he wasn't happy. Imagine one of your testicles get hit by a round BB ball that said Daisy.
Was he yapping?
Oh, no, it was beyond that. It was more than yapping and moans mixed together. It was utter, what do you call that? Utter, it just, oh God, it's like pain, bad. It's like he's being tortured by people
So that's the first time you heard
playing music from the Icarus Files. Poor Michael Caine. Look that up. Anyway, what now?
So that was a dog. He was screaming.
No, he didn't scream. I don't know if he took it like a man or whatever, but he knew which way he was going. And
So he's going to the trance.
no, he was going to mama's. I mean, grandma's. But I thought to myself, damn, if somebody done that to me, I wouldn't do any different. But I didn't think of that because I was a young, stupid-ass juvenile. Oh, God, you ain't heard some of the shit I committed when I was a kid, especially with the sheriff of this county, his nephews.
Well,
We were bad. That's another story. But anyway, they didn't even know about this. But poor Buddy, I know he went up there, and then here come the owner's mother talking to my dad, who's half lit. I got the beating of a lifetime. And, you know, it's just like,
Did the mother stay and watch the beating?
yes.
She had a smile on her.
Buddy did too. Buddy watched it. Buddy watched me get my ass beating. His little tail was wagging. I just wished I'd shot the fucking tail too. But they all knew I did it.
Oh, God.
I admitted to it. That's how stupid I am. I said, no, it could have been my sister. She wouldn't have known. And I'd love to watch her get a beating. I mean, that's great things about siblings. Beat her up. Yeah, she did it.
Oh,
But no. Yeah, I mean, oh, God. I don't know if it was a belt or the belt buckle. It was bad. And it was out in front of everybody.
Oh, God.
Now, that's not as bad as what we had done. We had an old hedgerow bush in the woods. And we had these idiots that weren't really that cool at school. They were like, they should have been Nazis, but we don't know that. I didn't see a helmet, but they just didn't fit in. So nobody knew we were doing this, but me and the sheriff's nephews created one. We took a hedgerow, cut it down into a slingshot, bicycle inner tube, and we're launching those big, huge green balls of black walnuts. Perfect projectiles.
So
You know what I'm talking about?
Who did y'all shell with it?
We shelled somebody's house.
God
And
damn.
them. Because when you play war with us, we win. And I knew how to win at war. But we took them on in the woods. We defeated them. Then they went back to the fortress. We just tore up the fortress. There was holes in the roof and the windows. Because we had the ultimate weapon. And I'm going to tell you what, one of these days, when I find a big 27, 28 inch inner tube for a bicycle, I will create such a weapon.
Well, but
No. And we will drive away people from this section of Birmingham because they're going to think it's a meteor shower.
Well, where are you going to get the walnuts at?
I'm not going to use walnuts.
Hickory nuts.
I'm not going to use hickory nuts.
All right.
I'm going to use river rocks. We're going to wipe off the handprints, fingerprints, and they're going to think it's like potatoes coming through the roof. I know where some really nice river rocks are.
Now, let me get you to tell this story.
Pull on my ear.
The story about your friend with the broken leg.
Oh my God. Okay, years ago, this was about 6th grade. We were going to do the traditional Halloween thing. You know, trick or treat, roll a few yards, throw some eggs. It didn't get that way. First of all, to hell with trick or treat because we had good candy, so we got loaded up on candy. My mother is driving us around in a 65 Fairlane wagon, all electric. Let me mind you that. Electric windows and everything. That's the one I started driving.
What would you say, a Ford Fairlane?
A Ford Fairlane wagon. Because my dad would get so drunk he couldn't drive it back. I started driving it back then from up in the other county from where we lived. In fact, one evening, the county sheriffs pulled in behind me. They talked to my mother. Your son's a good driver. But his dad, he is not conscious yet. My mother let him sleep in the car till the next day. No, Olympic anything for me. I got us home. But anyway, my mother's driving us through this small town in Alabama. There's about 6 of us guys. We've got the toilet paper and the eggs. One of the idiots in the back of the wagon throws an egg out on the main street of this small town. It hit a Corvette. He didn't like it. My mother lost him. These guys are in the car. Wow, your mother's so cool. I'm like, she's kind of worried about her ass too. But we made it up to a certain street in small town Alabama, in Jefferson County in Alabama. That's the clues. If any of us guys are listening, they're going to know. Because T.W., he was in a full leg cast. Had his leg broke. He's on crutches. He just had to come with us. He had a sack full of toilet paper and eggs. Me and my buddies, 2 brothers, and some other guys, we had the same equipment. We're on the other side of the road where you have a dead man's curve. You have to come to a complete stop and take a 90-degree turn, and that's it. No traffic lights, no nothing. A 90-degree turn. If you're coming from the Birmingham area, you had to come to a complete stop and hang a left. If you came from the country hick town we lived in, you had to come to a complete stop and hang a right. I'm not going to tell you that country hick town, but it's in Jefferson County. Some of you may know. Okay. T.W. is hidden behind some cedar trees with his armaments of Halloween goodies to, adorn people's vehicles. Here we are, me and my buddies. We're on the other side of the road in the woods in a kudzu. We've got the goods too. Here comes the first car. We hit it hard. Unfortunately, it's a carload of rednecks from a high school about 10 miles away. We scattered in the woods on my side of the road. My buddy R.A.C., that's his initials, he ran into a barbed wire fence which gave him the crown of thorns on his forehead. He laid there almost unconscious. Thank God nobody found him. His little brother and I, we ran into the woods and covered ourselves up with leaves. These guys were so close to us, we could hear them breathing. They didn't find any of us. And thank God R.A.C. laid there unconscious. The other 2 guys, I think they ran all the way home. Meanwhile, T.W. Now, T.W. with the leg cast, he later committed suicide when he was in his middle 20s. It just took us all by shock. I love his dad and mom and his sister. His sister was probably the best kisser ever. Her name is Tina. I hope she calls tonight if she hears the story. But, God, I've known these people since the 3rd grade, 1966. Okay.
That's the year I was born.
I'm sorry. Now, you could have changed that. But, Tina was freaking hot. And, you know, last time I went to a funeral of one of my friends who donated a kidney to another friend. My friend that donated the kidney was giving the eulogy, and our common friend died after several years.
That's the one that got the kidney. Died.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it was so sad. I had to get up and leave because I just couldn't handle it, because the one giving the eulogy was my old girlfriend. And it's just like, oh my God, I can't handle this. But I was there 2 hours before all that happened. We talked, the families talked, and I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this. I got in my truck and left. Well, it was a brown truck. And I left, and I hope she understood. But then the guy who wanted me to get busted so bad, I went over him to where he was sitting in a pew by himself. Hey, William, how you doing? He liked the shit. And I'm not going to say his real name. William's good enough. He didn't know what to say. I said, hey, I forgive him, man.
You really, truly forgive him?
Yeah. That was my bad days in life. Because that was with wife number one. And it's just like, he was a motorcycle cop and a cop. But when I got into trouble, he was a paramedic. And you know what he wanted to do?
What?
Snitch. Because there were several fucking $100 involved. And that particular night, it wasn't my money. But they're in my freezer. And if you ask what was in the freezer, I'll tell you, but you're going to have to learn how to spell. But anyway, after a few minutes of my old girlfriend's eulogy, I just looked at her and I'm like, I waved a little bit, and I had to do this because I knew her since the 6th grade, but the woman she gave the kidney to, I knew since the 3rd grade. And I just, oh God, I lost it.
You gotta have a lot of love in your heart to donate a motherfucking organ or something.
They were like sisters.
Oh, really?
And her mother was a librarian at that school forever. And my buddy, I'm going to say her name, Sally. I'm not going to say any more. She was just great. And then my old girlfriend, Kay, oh my God. I mean, and her older brother, I mean, they were cool. We had a party up there. I even churned the homemade ice cream and shit. I mean, it's old country family. But my buddy, my old girlfriend, Kay, her and Sally were so close. Kay had a kidney. She gave it to Sally. And Sally lived about 10 years. And that was one of the saddest days I've ever experienced, having to try to listen to that. And then I just looked at her and I said, I got to go. And I left. I was the first one out of the door. People were looking at me. Even Tina and her mother. And I hadn't seen Tina and her mother for years. In fact, her dad was an assistant coach, Norris Brumblow. I'm not going to say any more, I'm sorry. Boy, loose lips. But, I mean, Tina and her mother looked like sisters. But it's just like all this shit happened so quick in this little town, it wasn't good. I don't want to bring anybody down to a bummer status.
Well, I have a
But,
question.
you know, you have to go through some shit to experience a good shit. And what, you want to know about psychedelics underwater?
No.
No.
I want to learn where y'all were hiding in the woods and your friend was getting every living dog shit beat out of him.
Because we weren't going to stick it for his ass. We're over there. There's guys over there beating his ass. And there's guys over here looking for us. What do you think would happen? My buddy, RAC, ran into a barbed wire fence that made it look like a crown of thorns on his forehead. Thank God he laid there semi-unconscious because they walked right by him. See, this is in the day before cell phone flashlights and the other flashlights. These guys were walking in the dark. I mean, Who knows how close they came to stepping on us, but we were so fucking lucky we didn't.
How did
Boy,
you
wait.
yell? Tell me how he yelled.
Who?
The dude getting the shit beat out of him.
He didn't say a word. He
Oh,
took it like a man.
bullshit.
But
He was
no.
screaming like a bitch.
No, he wasn't, because he's about shit, he was about 200 yards from his dad's house. His dad would have beat him, because that's where we went after it happened. Now, there's one night on the street I lived on, we were playing Dead Bicycle Victim. That is so much fun. You have a bicycle laying in a ditch and somebody laying there, and the kids are around you. People stopped. Oh my God, is he okay? I'm like, no, I just got lost. I was one of them. I got up and rode off on a bicycle. But we used to take trash bags, before trash bags were popular, throw them in the middle of the road and set them on fire. People would have to stop. But the Dead Bicycle Kid, that was great.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, there was garbage in the trash bag?
No, paper. Just lots of paper. Just big flame. In the middle of the road. What do you do in this small town, and it's a shortcut that's popular? You stop and you're like, no cell phones, no 911. This is early 70s, late 60s. We were naughty fucking kids, even before high school let us out, because they were glad to see us go. That's the only thing about high school. We're glad to see these kids graduate, because maybe the next ones we can, like, brainwash them.
I don't know what the graduation speech from the principal at my high school was.
Like, fuck you guys. Get out of here. What was it?
So long, suckers.
Oh, that was close, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was close.
Well, see, I gave a speech. In fact, I was salutatorian and class president. And if I haven't discovered really good drugs my senior year, I'd been the salutatorian. Did I show you the numbers?
Yeah, but let me ask
Yeah,
you
I was
this.
close. And I'm going to tell you what,
Let me ask you this.
I just, God, ask.
Damn it, you made me forget what the hell it was.
Lord
Oh, what
Vader.
was the speech?
Oh,
You
the
remember
speech? It's about 3 minutes long. I don't remember it. I wrote it down. I was listening to Close to the Edge by Yes. But like my counselor told me, before the graduation came around, he said, Stan, just get fucked up. You'll do okay. D, valedictorian, he hyperventilated, because I think he was a marshmallow man. And he took computer. I took electronics. I was still kind of, dopey and shit. But there was a difference. I mean, I'm walking out there, pomp and circumstance. The vice president says, Stan, slow down. I did. There's pictures of it, but they're no longer around. My sister could actually out-whistle any human being on earth. And she's out there whistling, taking pictures. I'm like, I don't know if the pictures no longer exist. But I was thinking we could show that in a in a film clip to this.
Mm-hmm.
They would know my last name, wouldn't they?
I guess.
I can't do that.
Well, don't do it.
Well, I could put my thumb over it, couldn't I?
I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
No, my picture. Could you not make a copy of the picture?
Yeah, probably. You say you got
I've got a couple of forms.
2x6 or whatever.
I got something. All you got to do is
we
take a
scan
picture.
We'll scan it.
Oh, no. I couldn't put my finger over the scan.
Blur it out.
I don't want to blur it out. It may hurt. But yes, guys, I'm telling you, I was the fucking class president and salutatorian. I'm the only one on stage who had 2 honor ribbons. And if I haven't discovered, what was that shit called? Oh, tie stick and some really good stuff, I might have been the valedictorian. I was a party president. Yeah, I was just like Bill Clinton.
So did you think that Epstein dude killed himself, or do you?
Which one? Who's Epstein? Oh, the guy they sent? No, that was a contract killing. That's why it's swept under and you don't hear any more. It's gone. Bill and Hillary had him knocked off. Did not Hillary have somebody knocked off when Bill first got into office and they found him in a park in Washington, D.C.? I'm not going to name names, but there was a missing person who showed up dead. Hopefully you'll know the name. I can't remember it because I have been doing some drinking. Yes. What do we have here? Oh, no. Taylor Swift. Come on, that's old news. Scroll, baby, scroll.
Gentlemen, ladies, if you want to pick a subject or
anything, I don't care.
Ask him a question about anything, feel free.
Let me go. I'm going to go hit the noxious oxide in the whipped cream. Did you know whipped cream can really fuck up your children? If you have whipped cream and there's no propellant, it's laughing gas. It used to be. That's the way it was in the 90s. I don't know the change of formula. But the stepdaughter loved that shit. I could tell because her eyes would roll back in her head when she walked through the living room. I'm like, oh, God.
You look like a fucking zombie, huh?
Worse. Her mother was a zombie. All she wanted was meat and taters. Thank God I quit delivering. But there's nothing like the night when I told you, in those nice cool evenings, I heard the motor of the apparatus from next door, and I'm like, oh my God, I know what that woman is doing. Hopefully, ex-wife number 2 and her family are listening to this, but hopefully they don't know what this is.
I'm trying to get you away from that sex addict story.
No, I can't help it. Hey, wait a minute. We got a Busta Hyman. Oh, that's you. That's my name, Busta Hyman. I wanted to be the Jewish rapper to come out with that name, Busta Hyman. That is, that's cool, isn't it? That's a good name. Busta Hyman. Hey, yo, it's my bar mitzvah. And I know you're going to fix me. Oh, Lord. Look, I got a place for us in church Sunday. We have to take the dogs.
We gotta do the dogs again Sunday.
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't let you touch them damn dogs. So much damn dog hair everywhere. It killed me. And you know what? I think I'm allergic to it. I ain't been sneezing lately. Thank God. Oh, this is really a knockdown, drag-out program. Ask, and you shall receive. Nobody knows who he is. That's the old Roy Rogers thing, too. I don't know if he's waving at anybody.
He's looking at the moon landing coming down. Do you remember any of that shit?
Which moon landing? 1969?
Okay, you remember that one?
Well, I watched the shit.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Eagle has landed. Come on now.
So you believe it was real or fake?
Real. I'm sorry. I was in Berlin during the Cuban Missile Crisis. That shit was real, man. And I was also in love with my first grade teacher. That was a very hot woman. I've got, it's a shame. I've got vivid memories of what?
Perverted shit.
And trauma. Trauma and perversion rule my mind. So there's nothing better than to mix trauma and perversion, is there? I don't think it's ever happened. But ask away, please. Yeah, I've actually been in Poland and East Berlin because my dear sweet mother, who was probably Lucille Ball's sister, lost at birth, got us on the wrong train, and we ended up in the wrong places. But we made it back.
Now the Russians did try to hold y'all for ransom or some shit like
Oh
that.
no, they took my toy Tommy gun away. But we weren't held for ransom, and 3 days later, we were delivered back to the American Red Cross.
3 days later?
Yeah, we actually made it to Warsaw, Poland.
And that's when y'all figured out that...
No, y'all who? My mother, I don't know what was wrong with her. She just, I don't know if she flipped or not, but we were going to Frankfurt from Berlin. How did you get on the wrong train? I'm a kid, first grade. You don't ask. Mommy's always right.
Okay, so the Poltazar arrested you guys or what?
No, didn't arrest us. Just turned us over to American Red Cross. But they took my toy Tommy gun, which looked like a Kalashnikov.
And they never gave it back.
Oh, hell no. You think they were? Hell, somebody's kid got that damn thing. Here. Burp, burp, burp. You pull the trigger. Burp, burp, burp. Had the round magazine on it. Looked just like a, damn. But when we played Army in the apartments over there, or the gladiators and shit, there's like several hundred kids with plastic swords and guns. We had the best shit ever. I'm going to tell you what. Me and my old man, this is a true story. We got into a parking lot of a theater that he used to manage in the evenings for extra money. We had a box kite. This is true. We actually had about 5 or 6 extra rolls of string, I don't know how many, tied into the kite. It got up so friggin' high, the airport at Berlin, I want to say Tempelhof, that may have been the name of it, Tempelhof, and the MPs showed up in the parking lot. And there's my old man just snockered like shit. And me loving the kite that you could not see. It had to be 5,000 or 6,000 feet up. Well, we had to bring it in. But that was Berlin. I remember Halloween in Berlin. 1 year. Went to my first grade teacher's apartment. She was hot. She put Connie Stevens to shame. She married an Army guy in Korea. Her name, and I just, God, if anybody knows about her, she's probably 80 years old, if not older now.
Would you do her now?
No. Her name is Barbara Wright. W-R-I-G-H-T. She married a GI in Korea. I don't know if I would do her. I mean, hell, she may not. I mean,
you would have wouldn't.
No, wait a minute.
Jerking depends off.
No. This could be necrophilia. We don't know. They could all be dead. But I'm not into necrophilia. You got to be wiggling. But I remember, because we all, from our little gang in the apartments, we went over to her apartments to trick or treat and everything in between. She had a polar bear skin rug. Fake or what, I don't know. But I was infatuated by this tree. teacher. And end of story. But German candy is different. Oh, if any of you remember this one item from the early 60s, chime in with my buddy the monk. Let me tell you, the number 20 can, you know, the big C ration can of M&M's. If I was smoking some really good cannabis, I could eat the whole can today. But back then, no, I couldn't do it.
But you tried, though.
No, I didn't try back then. But today, I would really give it the go. You know, go, team, go. But a number 20 can, you've seen how big those cans are. Can you imagine that shit full of M&M's?
Could you eat a big-ass can of pudding?
Possibly. But Stick Boy would go nuts over the M&M's.
Oh,
Stick Boy is
his
nuts.
fucking wanted poster.
Oh, wait a minute.
Or his booking.
Can you post it to the group? Because we know a piece of trash. This man is a father to my niece. Thank God my sister has let this piece of trash go to the county dump. This guy,
Jeffrey Goldsmith.
yeah, this
County
guy
Jail,
is so
Birmingham,
fucking
Alabama.
sorry.
All right.
He makes Hitler look like a nice guy. And you know what? I'd rather be related to Hitler than this idiot. And Hitler would cook this son of a bitch. Because he's a wannabe Jew. He's not a real Jew. He just thinks he's a Jew. But I'm going to tell you what. I wouldn't let him wipe his ass, my ass, with his nose because, please, the Corleone family does not mix with shit like this. And I'm going to tell you what, Michael Corleone would adopt me. And I'm telling you, Vito Corleone, he would have me in for dinner. Because I'm like one of them. Don't hurt the hand that feeds you. Okay, here we go. Execution. No, he's not an execution. This son of a bitch is still alive. Oh my God. I'm losing my voice. I'm going to be like Ed Ogeron. We own this house. Alabama sucks. Well, tell you what, LSU sucks. Oh, there he is. Yes, send that picture, the beautiful bean footage, to the net. I'm going to tell you what, I feel sorry for my niece. She probably regrets this too, because she would like to take her mom and sew up the orifice that created her. Because, oh my God, what has he done?
He was arrested
For idiocy. Booking history. He can't read a book.
theft of property first.
Okay, it had to be from Ted the lawyer. This guy is so sorry. The next time you see somebody on a corner of an interstate exit with a small cardboard sign that you really can't read, be sure to give the son of a bitch a bigger marker to spell with. I mean, you know, those little letters with the regular Sharpie don't get it. But if you get the Big Mac Sharpie, you won't end up like this piece of degenerative shit. Oh my God. You know, I could dump a turd in a toilet and I would worship it compared to that idiot. Because, I'm going to tell you what, he had a job where I worked and there were little white specks on the floor of just like plating material. That son of a bitch was looking for it to see if it would burn.
And
You remember that
You're
shit?
the one that got him the job.
No, I did not.
I thought you did.
No, that was idiot. He got both of you there. You were maintenance, he was production, and then it turned around. He turned into maintenance. You went to production, and that idiot, look, let me tell you what.
Yeah, that motherfucker tricked me.
Yeah,
Didn't he?
stupid ass. He would line up the tools every day. Even though Mr. Monk next to me, he'd be out there busting his ass, popping a sweat, and putting up with the bullshit that I put up with for years. Because when we started putting together a new part of our plant, the maintenance guy and I, he was okay. We were going hand in hand with the work. Then we had the millwrights come in. They were helping us. The plant manager called my great friend, Flock of Seagulls, old Roger. Remember the hat? Had the hair up under it. We call him Flock of Seagulls.
No, let me ask you this.
John called him a blithering idiot. Roger took his gloves off, threw him down on the ground and said, "Fuck you, I'm leaving because I can retire." Ask away.
Now, the
Mom.
two millwrights was one.
Richard and Charlie.
One
Charlie.
of them was Charlie.
Who looked like
Don
Barney
Knight's
Fife.
evil twin.
Yeah, he looked like Barney Fife. He is almost dead. I saw Richard last week. He's okay.
Okay.
But Richard ain't doing that good. Every time he picks up something heavy,
Right.
he leaks. The damn prostate surgery just fucked him up. And he is next door to the body guy, Marvin,
Right.
out there in the boondocks. And what I told both of them was, I said, you see this building? You got two giant doors, and that one door, I worked there in the 70s making cold draw steel tubing. And Jimmy Carter shut it down. And I'm going to tell you what, Jimmy Carter, I hope that shit swells up on your head. And you're a nice guy, but it's time to move on. Let's see what Amy looks like. Take Rosalind with you. Let's see what Amy looks like. I don't know. Amy wasn't hot either. Neither was a Clinton kid. And you know, the Kennedy kid that died up there in Nantucket, that was from drug overdoses. You know, these people in politics can afford much better drugs than we, the simple man. There you go. What?
A man works 40 hours a week.
Yes, I work more.
He shouldn't have to scrape resin.
I'm. Are you talking about yourself?
Yes.
You've been scraping resin. You were out. You better be glad that I came upon. But I'm going to tell you what, this guy here, my butt, tough as nails, puts up with the most ridiculous shit on earth. And we're not going to go into the neighbor across the street or my fucking belief on life. I mean, just like, I feel sorry for the guy. If I were in his shoes, I'd pull a gun out and kill everybody around me and like, hey, fuck you, I'll take the car. But no, I'm not going to do that. You're not going to do that either. You're too good. But if there's one person on this earth that really deserves being cooked or quartered, guillotined, or even tased repeatedly, or even dragged behind a vehicle for miles, or let go from an orbiting satellite to fall to the earth, or let go into space out beyond the asteroids, there's one person for that. It's Stick Boy. We know Stick Boy. You don't. You have the picture, right?
So you're saying
The picture is on there, right?
So yeah,
We have Stick Boy.
Yeah, they saw it.
I feel sorry for my sister and her daughter because Stick Boy was involved. But God forgive her because everybody can make a mistake.
So you're saying a fucking monkey is more valuable than Stick Boy? So we'll send Stick Boy onto Venus.
No. I'm saying a gerbil is more valuable than Stick Boy. You can send a monkey to Venus with a gerbil up his ass and let Stick Boy pilot the vehicle to Venus.
Oh, God damn.
And we're not going to worry. You know why? Venus was the previous Earth. The next Earth is Mars. Why? Because we are exploring Mars, because everything's getting sucked into the sun. This is my belief. I'm sorry, folks. You got to listen to this shit. Have I not been preaching this for a year or two?
So you're saying global warming is...
No, global warming is, it's nothing. We're going to be cold as hell. We're going to get snow. But let me tell you, folks, something. Okay, Mercury is getting closer to the sun. Venus is getting closer to the sun. Earth is being drawn into the sun. So is Mars. Why? Because it's a fucking star. Venus, in the old days, was the previous Earth. That's why we're no longer looking into Venus.
So you're saying...
Mars is the next planet who will move into 93, 94 million miles away.
Humans came from Venus.
The human race came from Venus. Why is it shrouded in clouds and you can't get anything? And it's over 900 degrees on the surface because it's being drawn into the sun. Now, this is backwards. Don't let these people fool you. Think of me as a nut. But, this has come to my attention in the past couple of years. It's not from, what's that movie? Scheider and the Russian woman, Helen Kieran.
What year
We got
was
no answers? Okay. No, it all had to do with, what's the damn name of the movie where they went to the moon on a Pan Am supersonic space flight with Beethoven, whatever his face is, playing in the background. Strauss is playing in the background. 2001 Space Odyssey. Okay, 2010, Jupiter turned into the second sun. They said, do not waste it, enjoy it. Now, Helen Mirren's hot. I love her. Look at the movie Age of Consent. She is friggin' nude in it, and she's beautiful. If she just had a Brazilian wax, it'd be even better. But Helen Mirren is a goddess. I love her. You gotta like. But anyway, Venus is the old Earth. This is Earth now. The next Earth will be Mars because we're being pulled into the orbit.
All right, that's cool. But let me ask you this. Do you have any evidence of that?
Have you got any evidence from Venus? No. Right. It's too hot. Do we have any evidence from Mars about mankind being there? No. Why? Tell me why. We have no evidence of mankind or any man-like creature being on Mars. Why?
Because no human has
ever
been to Mars.
Never there. It's coming into range. It's going to warm up and create an atmosphere.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yes.
If the human race had technology to leave Venus and come to Earth, where's that technology at?
It's gone.
Well, what
it's been erased over centuries and eons. You got to think about it. How many years do you think it takes to move? Okay, Venus's orbit around the sun is how many millions of miles?
Fuck, I hadn't been in high
Okay.
school.
Okay. No, I haven't either. Okay, Earth, 92, 93 million miles. Mars, almost triple digits. Venus, closer. You get in,
All right,
20 million miles is going to heat your ass up and make the atmosphere about 900
great.
degrees.
Great, but why would human race come from Venus, land on Earth, and then abandon all that technology? That don't make fucking sense.
Because they thought that was the end. And that part of technology wouldn't be needed until technology caught up again to recreate that technology to move us to another planet. Am I not on track? That is a good fucking answer. I'll take it. Alex Trebek, give me a goddamn Mayan history for 1,000. Let's go. It's got to be in the form of a question. But I'm telling you, I don't need to produce the proof. They're keeping us from it. Art Bell, save us now. Do you not agree? Art Bell would be online with this.
I think you're batshit crazy.
I know I'm batshit crazy, but it's in a good way. But I'm telling you, they're looking in the wrong direction. Fuck Venus. Why are we so interested in Mars? Because we want to develop this shit. Then after Mars, there's nothing else. I'm sorry. Because Jupiter could become a sun, but it's not.
So okay, after Mars.
We got asteroids. Big deal. We got gravel.
Okay, well, let me.
Go ahead, ask.
Okay, the people in Venus.
Yeah, they're gone.
Oh yeah, you said they came from Venus and landed on Earth, and we're
Yeah.
from Venus originally.
Yes,
right?
we have to be.
Now, knowing that the planets are being sucked in,
Yes.
I don't understand why you would abandon your technology. You know, if your
'Cause they
goal was
know-
to save the human race.
They know with the growth of knowledge, it would come back around. But why do we have Area 51?
Man, that shit gave me a headache. boy.
What, me or this?
A theory, man.
No, I am pegged on this fucking theory. Screw Newton, Galileo, Copernicus, and all them other guys. I am a simple shit. Can we not see what is going on? Why does not anything, intelligence-wise, government or non-governmental, another country or whatever, say we're slowly getting sucked in? All these people are concerned about global warming. We're in an apogee and perigee orbit. It's elliptical. It's not circular. Things aren't going to stay the same. We are at perigee, where it's the coldest. That's why we're getting cold air. You get into, well, no, apogee may be the highest. Perigee is the closest.
We're not even into winter yet.
Yeah, I know. Either way, we're going to get snow by January, February. But it comes around. It's like, why did we break records from 1911 in cold weather? Because of the cycle. We are not being told everything scientifically. And then there's so many fucking people on this earth that never took science or math. It's just like what? Liberal arts. Let's take dance. And flutism. And pottery. Rupture. And the thespian arts. I love thespians. I screwed one for a couple of years. She was a fine thespian. I just wish she liked the other women. But she wasn't lesbian. She was thespian. She was into the arts of acting. Lesbian
bring
may
it
be.
back to some sex act.
I love sex shit. I mean, God, when I was a baby, I loved sex. I guess I don't know, but I'm telling you, this shit, just like the people trying to get rid of Trump, they ain't got a fucking leg to stand on. Because it's, oh come on, Adam Schiff.
Who the fuck is Adam Schiff?
That's that idiot who is in charge of the Senate Intelligence Committee. That looks just like my old friend Jeff from Michigan at Gross Hill. And I'm gonna tell you what, he is a goob. Nancy Pelosi, she needs to go fuck off. She's got some rows. AOC. This is not the time for the revolution in this country. This is a time we need to stand up and say, we're fucking Americans. We can't put up with that bullshit because, I mean, it's bullshit. I'll tell you what. Nixon was wrong, yes. Clinton was wrong, but the Clintons want to run this country, and everybody's so pissed that Hillary didn't win. Donald whooping ass. And what is that? That's the long shot. If anybody put money on him, they won money. But let's go another 4 years. The stock market hit 2,800 today. Obama said, get used to it, we're going down. He wanted us to be third world. Go out and kiss the asses of the world. America's too much of a bully. Well, I'm sorry. I got fired. Who is footing the bill on the world? The Americans. You, I, taxpayers. Do I get Social Security Monday? Or do I keep working full-time? Or can I take part-time and make some Social Security? I'm fucking poor. You know, our rural water rates are going to go about $4 for a year and then another $4 for a year. We're going to be closing in on $100 on water and sewer rates. You know what? We didn't dig that hole. We're the ones who believe if it's yellow, save the fella. If it's brown, send it down. I mean, what more can you do? I don't water plants. I try not to mow because I don't want to use that much gas. We're not in that bad a shape. It looks okay up here. We've got leaves, and when they all blow down, I'm going to suck them all up with the grass. It looked like we had some Mexican landscapers come in and just knock us down. I don't know what we're going to do about the rest of the shit. I want to put up the fence. I want to put up our golf net. I want to live like normal people.
Well, let me ask you
this. Yes, ask.
Now, you'll shoot a dog in the balls if he's taking a shit on your yard.
I will. No, I shot one in the hip and blood was produced. I ain't shot a dog in the balls since Buddy. Buddy is the example. If you want to know what pain is, go look up Buddy. But no other dog has had that. But I've taken out squirrels with one shot of a pellet rifle or unruly birds, cats, etc. You coming in my yard, you're in my kill zone. I don't want you here. Ask again, please.
Well, what about them two cats fucking? What's your plan to get rid of them two motherfuckers?
Okay, I got an idea.
All
right. We're going to hook up a kitty cat brothel. Attach it to a tree down there at the far end of the road. When they get in there, it's going to spring a trap and it's going to pull them at about 100 miles an hour into a tree. We ain't got to worry about the kittens. kitty cat brothel, they're going to be in each other permanently. But other than that, I have some other things. I will relocate them to Southside, where there are some liberal tenderhearts that just love little furry animals that breed like
cats.
No. What was that fucking thing on Star Trek?
Oh, the tribbles.
The tribbles, yes. If you got tribbles coming at your ass, you got troubles. And they're not in this neighborhood because we got coyotes, and they're going to eat good with tribbles and kittens. And, you know, my cat, Ziva, she got chewed up by coyotes or a pack of dogs, and that's why I want no more animals here. Now, I like my lizards, my snakes. They inhabit the yard naturally. In fact, we're going to do up the hummingbird feeders, and we're going to take care of them boys on their way to Canada, although they shouldn't be going to Canada. What do hummingbirds do in Canada? They don't know the tune. Oh, Canada. Do you know the words? I don't either. They don't. Because they're birds. They can't sing. Now, who wants to argue with me before I get more bourbon? I'm trying to make some really straight points. And you really can't argue this shit. Can you? You can't find a way to argue this. Can you find a way to argue with what I'm putting out there? I'll argue with myself. I'm not schizophrenic, but I love a good argument. That's why I got divorced. What? Show me something. I can't read that.
They didn't post anything new.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'm injecting a little bit of old American history or even some form of, what's a word? Experience and the experience of being there. It's not being wise. I am not a wise person.
Oh, man, our stream stopped.
No, I have screwed up. If I was wise...
Our stream stopped.
They cut us off?
I think so.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. Get me back on there and I'm going to say,
well,
how dare you for stopping the stream?
Well, this says live, but this says started streaming 102 minutes ago, like we stopped.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to go in the other room.
Okay.
What?
I guess we're still streaming.
I was talking to myself. Somebody please respond, because according to the people inside of this flat screen monitor, they're saying we have not been streaming for 102 minutes. If I've been ranting and raving for that long, I'm going to go do some drugs. But save me, people. Save me from drug abuse. Let me know. You're out there. You want to communicate with someone who can't communicate so good. Me and the monk.
Damn,
What?
Again, man.
Oh, well, it could be the squirrels.
Well, let's see it. It says we're streaming though, but it then down here it said it's over.
Would that be interaction? Communicate. Because we haven't got anything back from the world. Me and the monk. What? Well, I tell them they can find me on Chatterbait. Hell, I don't care. I don't. Yeah, there you go. There we go. We got a bite.
I think we're live.
I would think so too. I don't care about Chatterbait. Screw it. old girlfriend of mine wanted me on there so we could share our intimate moments.
Go ahead, keep talking.
Her husband didn't like it though, but that's okay. I was at one point of 665 friends on Facebook. Guess what? Nobody wanted to be 666. Old girlfriend of mine. So, what can you do? Yeah, I like him. The Kelly's Hamburger guys. And it was also for, what was that other roast? It wasn't Roy Rogers. It was another roast beef sandwich company. If anybody can name that icon, please come forth. We need help. There's several names for this. I don't think it's Roy Rogers, but I think it's Wagons Ho, something like that. And if it's Wagons Ho, we got a bunch of hoes in the ham with a bunch of Park Avenue wagons open up shop in the back of the wagons for Wagons Ho. Oh, that's an Uzi? Is that what that is? Oh, well, I'm going to keep touching myself. Maybe that'll be more popular. Keep your head turned. Of course, I'm fully closed. Don't worry. I got you on that. Who's he waving at? You know, he has a whip in his hand, the reins in the other, and the horses, you know what they're doing? Not doing shit. That's why he's whipping them. Giddy up. Let's go, horsey. But I think that is in Fife, Alabama, on Highway 75 North. There's Fife. I think there's a town before Fife, but that's where Alabama has their UFO festivals up there.
No, that's what I was going to bring up.
Do it.
I was going to ask you if you believed in UFOs. No, I swear it was my next question.
Okay, I think I saw one in the 70s. I'm not sure, but it may have been a reflection off of a large airplane. As far as UFOs and extraterrestrials go, I think they're hanging back. They want to see what happens to us. I want to have faith to know we're not the only ones out here, but who would want to visit us? We've got all this shit going on around us. Only thing I could ask, can you bring a better drug or a way to solve the problems of this planet? Or if you're really into immigration, take a few of us. I don't need the car. Somebody could have it. But I don't think it could be any worse in here. If they promise a sustainable life without suffocation in minutes in their atmosphere, we'd have to have a guarantee. Of course, what good is a guarantee? You got these guys where you got to...
so you would want to live where no other humans exist except these fucking reptiles.
Well, you didn't say anything about reptiles.
Well, the aliens.
Okay, well, aliens, whatever, but I would have to ask, could we take a couple of folks with us? Would you? I wouldn't want to go alone.
Yeah, I'd fucking go.
I mean, lizards and reptiles taste like chicken, that's what they say. Yeah. But they're not going to be on the menu. We could be.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, I want a written guarantee, of course. I mean, that is no guarantee. But if they would let reproduction occur to keep, well, no, it's going to be veal. They may not like veal. They may like old tenderloin or something. They're going to have to take about 1 billion people. I hope they like dark meat because we can mix it all together. Dark meat, white meat, brown meat, red meat, and pork, the other white meat. But I mean, you just can't do that. And do we know, has this been going on? Do we know? We don't know. They know. If they exist. But we don't know if they exist.
Well, let me ask you.
You ask me.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
I think I have.
All right.
1 or 2. And it was in this very fucking house, man. Right. Did you see the same one?
No, I hadn't seen any ghosts.
You ain't been looking. Have you? No. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's just my imagination. I don't think they're related. It's no one that I know. But
you think it was just passing through?
It could have been, you know, my eyes are going bad. It could have been something out of the corner of my eyes, man. I don't know. It wasn't passing through. I haven't seen any rods. Thank you, Art Bell. Have you seen a rod?
You know, they did a little experiment.
I remember the rods.
And it was, believe it or not, it turned out to be insects.
Thank you. We've got insects out here. I've got reptiles. I've got insects and what other? I've got vegetation. We got it all out here. Alabama has it all.
Well, okay, what can you describe the ghost that you saw?
It's hard to say if it's male or female. It's out of the corner of my eye. But it's like I say, I've got issues in vision. I'll be 62 in the morning or later tonight. I might have a little blotch or two. I am not sure. But it happened years ago too. It's not psychedelics. I guarantee you that.
Okay.
Because psychedelics were not involved.
Okay.
Or the after effects.
Okay, this is the first ghost in this house.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the second ghost.
It's just, you know, I wake up at night and I look in the hallway. You might see a shadow. I don't know. But, you're snoring. I'm just opening up my eyes to roll over. It could, like I say, it could be a little shit from either cataracts or something, my vision going bad. I'm going to have somebody drive Mr. Daisy. I don't want that. I don't want to be driven. I like driving, but I don't like driving at night. It puts others at risk besides myself. And I just, he won't tell you because he hadn't been with me when I'm test driving cars. But it's about like Formula One, and I'm proud to say I can do it. But at night in a vehicle that I bought, and with this guy next to me, I'm not going to try this shit. I will drive safe. I will make sure everybody's back here. But
So you never saw a ghost head on?
No, I really haven't. It's that shit out of the corner of your eye, and you can't deny it. You've seen it too, haven't you? No, whoever's asking.
Oh, no, nobody's asking.
Oh, you? Did you ever see something out of the corner of your eye that you had to question? Out in the wilderness, in the air, in this house?
I thought I saw a straight up ghost, but
Where? Here?
No, in my house when I was a kid, but
Okay, you might have.
I had hallucinations. As a
From
child.
what? Did you have a fever?
No,
I've had scarlet fever. When I was in the 5th grade, man, I mean, they thought I was going to die. I made it through. But you might have seen something. You don't know. And is that something still with you?
no,
Are you sure?
positive.
Okay. You don't think I would bring this entity into the game plan? As evil and fucked up as I am just one of the worst people I know. You know it too. I mean, would my evilness, or whatever you want to call it, bring him out?
We'll find out soon enough, I guess.
Oh no. What? That's not a good answer. Been here a while. Is he in there? No. Oh, wait a minute. I know where he stays. Down the street. He's got this. Is that evil? You think it is? You think he's evil?
I don't know who the fuck you talking about.
You know who I'm talking about, Dr. Demento. Do you think he's evil? He's working on my ass, isn't he? But I'm disappointing him too in a way. But what do you think?
We'll find out soon enough.
Oh no, that's not. I hate mysteries. I want to solve them. Please, the world, help us solve this mystery. And what is Dr. Demento's purpose in life versus us two? Do we have to eradicate him or accept him? What I mean, is that a good question? No.
I don't know who Dr. Demento
You don't want to know Dr. Demento. He is evil. He is like the Dark Lord from Doctor Who. I mean, we could be Doctor Who here, right here. We could be Time Lords and not know it. You know, it'd be cool. I'll tell you what. We ought to get in the car, go up there. Give me a piece, please.
Mm-hmm.
To the next county.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think about pictures being taken with the TARDIS? How would you like that? You wouldn't go for it, would you?
No.
I already have one. But I mean, you know, we have 2 passengers for the TARDIS. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? The TARDIS. Light it up. Let's see.
I don't know. They could be
Bro.
listening on their phone and can't,
I hope there are.
but they can't type.
No, well, I mean, you know, hell, why did you get a smartphone? You can't type. What the hell's up? That's good gum, isn't it?
Damn good gum.
I like it. It's like putting your mouth in a bunch of, we used to grow that shit around our water faucet out in the yard. The mint. You'd go out there and cram your mouth full and it wouldn't be this good. But the mint would make your water taste better. I'm thinking, should we take some mint and put it out there somewhere where it comes into the house and try to flavor the water? I don't think that would work.
No.
But mint. Wow. That's cool. All right. That's better than pork skins. That's good gum.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys. Have you ever heard of Mutt and Jeff pork skins? Let me hear an amen or something, or a raise of hands. I have discovered some of the best friggin' pork skins ever made on this particular planet. I like that, the planet. I see no answers. Okay. Y'all are evidently Muslims and you don't like pork. Well, it may be simulated pork. Can I have a light, please?
Well, of course.
Do you have another one?
Yeah, right here.
Can I steal this one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, wait a minute. I'll take that one. It looks used. All right, now. Damn, that's good gum. Okay, we're sitting here laughing. Evidently, you're not. But you say there's no cameras? I feel sorry for these people. Well, it's on him. They don't know who he is. That may be Mr. Favor from Rawhide. Oh, wait a minute. You know what it looks like? The bearded guy from Highway to Heaven. You know, Michael Landon was the other one.
Yeah, he died of cancer.
Yeah, he did. Wait a minute. What's the guy with the bad eye used to play in the Westerns? This is back in the old days. John Elam. Is that not Mr. Elam right there? He had that bad eye. Of course, I ain't got my glasses on. I can't tell if it's a bad eye or not. It looks like Randy Owen from Alabama, don't it?
Mm-hmm. Sure does.
My home's in Alabama. Southern born and southern bred. Whatever. I tell you what, go to YouTube and pick up that song, Walking in High Cotton. You'll be an Alabama fan. I don't like country music. I like acid rock and shit like that. I saw Led Zeppelin for $18. Saw Leonard Skinner for $1.99.
How'd you manage to $1.99?
They had a Muscular Dystrophy Association concert, Rickwood Field in Birmingham. Leonard Skinner was the closing act. Ronnie Montrose and Montrose appeared. Goose Creek Symphony was there also. I'm thanking the Silvers and a couple of other groups. It was a great show, but 2 months before Leonard Skinner died in a plane crash, they were at Rickwood Field in Birmingham, which is the oldest baseball park in America. Thank you. And I saw that, I think it was 75 or 76 in my final years of high school. Of course, we had loads of Mad Dog 2020. Nobody wanted to share with us. We were stuck with that shit. Me, David, and Terry. I told you about David and the cigarette lighter in his car, and then Terry having a heart attack. But I don't know how we made it in the gate. $1.99. But Led Zeppelin at the Birmingham Jefferson Coliseum, $18 in 1978 or 77. Don't know which it was, but it was great. Also, in 75 or 76, we saw Bruce Springsteen in the old Boutwell Coliseum, the warming station.
Mm-hmm.
300 people showed up. He sat down on the stage, did some acoustic. It was great. Him and Clarence, everybody. The next year, they go to the Coliseum across the interstate. Sold out. 20,000 people. But we saw him with 300. That was a good show. Boutwell Coliseum, great concerts. Yes, the Relayer tour, people walked out with their chins on the ground. They couldn't believe the shit. Nazareth blew away Deep Purple. Nazareth's first tour. They blew away Deep Purple. Deep Purple shouldn't have showed up. Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush, and Foreigner. Great show, pretty good. Jackson Brown, up in Jacksonville, Alabama. They put hay everywhere. There wasn't even 1,000 people. That was a good show. But here's one. Pink Floyd or the Rolling Stones at Legion Field, boom. You had almost 6 figures of people there just looking. Stones were good. I didn't go to that one because I saw the Stones in New Orleans. That was good. But AC/DC, for those about to rock, we salute you. Houston, Summit. I went to a lot of concerts. I'm going to tell you what. Took ex-wife number 1 to see the Eagles. She loved the Eagles one of these nights, this and that. The Michael Stanley band that warmed up for the Eagles in the 70s blew the Eagles away. That was a good band. And the Poussette Dart Band, who'd they open up for? They were good. I'm through. Go ahead. Shall I get stoned again?
It's up to you.
I don't know. My sister, she had a Comfortably Numb t-shirt she made. Had the glitter skull with the words Comfortably Numb. Because everybody back then loved Quaaludes, the Gorilla Biscuits. Bill Cosby's favorite medication. She made that shirt. She loved Quaaludes. And she had the shirt before, Pink Floyd did it. And that was a good show. But, yeah, we found her one time, passed out, in a plate of food on her mother's table like this. There's a face. And some homemade chicken and dumplings. Yeah, chicken and dumplings. She's fucking passed out. And I was helping my mother with groceries. And she's like, oh my God. Well, we got her up, wiped the shit off, put her in bed, and that was it. That wasn't the first time. Second time, got a call. Stanley, can you come over here and help me? Yeah, what's up? Your sister's in the tub, passed out. Water was cold enough to mix drinks in or chill a watermelon. Quaaludes. Yeah. Who sold them to her?
You didn't.
The brother. Hey, I am a demon. But you gotta make money. Boys gotta eat. She just couldn't handle the shit. But got that all straightened out. I helped mother. She put a towel around her and everything. Put her in bed. Drained the tub. And
you didn't sell her anymore after that, did you?
I couldn't. But everybody in my little town and around here is like, Stanley. They were like zombies wanting some red meat. But, I mean, I ended up packed up, moved to Houston, Texas, hook 'em horns. But when I'm out there, that's when that shit come in, that orange liquid tussin. No, I told you the story about that. Me and that girl split one dose, and they're banging on the door of my truck. Hey, get up. Time to go. We're at a drive-in movie. I was going to knock out some fine stuff. We slept till about 3 in the morning. Here comes a guy. Y'all get up. Got to go. I was wanting to do her because we could have had beautiful children. Her mother was good looking, but I knew she was too. Boy, I blew that. That was the only date.
So you just didn't drive off and then drive?
No, I was in my big old blue truck. We drove off, went back home, and I'm just like, fuck this shit.
You didn't pull into like a little country road.
There's nowhere to pull when you're living in that part of town where I used to live in. Because the cops are waiting on you. What y'all doing here? We want to see it. Now, I've got lucky a couple times, but that was in a different precinct. But I couldn't drag her home. Yeah, it's just like,
That's the
she
fact
might
that
have got the giggles.
She wouldn't have remembered. That's what.
No, she would have. She would have known. I sure am walking funny. Me too, honey.
All right.
That's back in my younger days. You know, I mean, that's like 30 fucking years ago. What am I now? Nothing. All right. Let's get some Prevagen. Anyway, we need to talk about the old woman that me and Kim Higgins, me and Kim hung out in the backyard in the 60s playing hide and seek. Remember I told you about that woman?
With the one piece of gum.
She would open up a pack of Wrigley's that would cost a fucking nickel on Halloween and give the trick-or-treaters one piece of gum. Do you know what happened to that woman? It wasn't good. That was terrible. You know, my mother actually was so pissed off at some of the kids down the street, she put ice in their, in their bag because they had paper. She put a couple of ice cubes in there. She didn't like him. I'm not going to say the names. I know the names of the kids, but maybe they won't remember. We don't know. We don't know. There's about 6 or 7 or even 8 kids that get ice cubes in their bags. Because back then in the 60s, it's nothing to take a paper bag.
Right.
Charlie Brown had a pillowcase and all he got was rocks. These little motherfuckers got ice cubes. But that old woman, she'd get the bag of dog duty, cat duty, everything in one bag, set fire to her porch, and she'd come out because she couldn't give up one stick of Wrigley's to little hungry kids wanting really good candy.
Did she learn after that or no?
She might have. I don't know.
Oh, you never went back, huh?
No, we didn't mess around there for a while. We sure didn't play hide and seek in her backyard. She might have been watching. I don't know. But there was another year went by, so we took that shit indoors and tried to get away with it. And I already told you what happened. It was like semi-embarrassing. I got to go to the restroom, be right back. Y'all hold my cards. It's amazing what a toe and a foot can do.
Well, how you feeling? You want to end it, man?
I don't know. You're not getting any audience. How about Anchorage, Alaska? How deep is the snow? And what's this infatuation with Miley Cyrus? I know she's got a little bit of, extra, not extra. I mean, she's got some extra flesh. Does she gape it? Will she gape that hole for you? I want to see it. Come on, Anchorage. Let's go.
Well,
I'm getting disturbed. I mean, I can't help it.
I guess we should end it here. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Yeah. Good night, folks. Let's go to another website.